girl this morning. She was love at first sight. Ooh, I met a girl this morning, and she was beauty to my eyes. I asked her where she from, she tell me in the tropics. She asked me what's my name, I tell her I am Connie. And I said, girl, tell me what's your name, and she tell me that her name is Jamaica. And I said, smile, girl, smile. Smile for me, Jamaica. And I said, smile.
We're still here in the park, the Cecil Charleston Park, to be exact, right here in Mandeville. And we have with us Michelle Curling Ludford. She is the Consumer Affairs Commission Regional Officer right here in Mandeville. And Pauline Walker is with us as well, branch manager here at Singer, because they've teamed up for something very exciting. Hi, ladies. How are you?
I'm absolutely wonderful, Delia.
Awesome. Michelle, you. It's the upcycling competition. Tell me a little bit about the competition and its objectives.
All right, Delia. So as you understood earlier, our focus for this World Consumer Rights Day is on sustainability, right? And when we thought about sustainability, we thought about how it is that we can assist our consumers in preserving their future.
Yes.
We realize now in the fast fashion industry that there's a lot of waste from, garments, refuse, and that sort of thing. And so we thought about how it is that we can advise and encourage our consumers to use those no longer worn pieces of items, or perhaps you have an item that has been damaged in just a little bit of damage, but how it is that instead of allowing that piece of item to find itself in the landfill, how can we encourage our consumers to upcycle, to recreate that particular garment into something of greater value that they can, reuse.
Okay.
And so that was where the genesis of that competition came from, because we wanted to encourage reusing of old items to our consumers so that they can not only save money, so they don't have to now go and buy other pieces of garment, but they can now recreate an old piece into something new and wear that. And it's also environmentally friendly.
Yeah.
We're contributing less to the landfill.
Who are we hoping will enter the competition?
Well, it's
high
open.
school students, primary school students, just anyone?
Just anyone with some creative abilities, right? Because we recognize that not only students, but you have older persons who might have an interest in this. And so we are not limiting it to any age group in particular. We're opening it right across Jamaica to any age group to participate in this expo.
In the expo.
Right.
I like it. So walk me through the process. Entry. When I enter, what am I expected to submit as my entry and things like that?
All right. So the competition actually will start this evening close to midnight at 11:59, because really on March 15th is the official day of World Consumer Rights celebration.
Right.
So we are launching it tonight, midnight, and so forms are available at any of our head office, at any of our regional offices, Mandeville, Kingston, or Montego Bay, and we can also access that information via our social media platforms, and we can also go to the Consumer Affairs website and access the forms there. So there are multiple ways
In which you can get the form.
persons can enter. Yes.
And then when I fill out the form, what is expected of me?
So the forms, you resubmit them to the office, or there's a QR code also on the forms that you can click, and you get access to the form, and those forms will automatically come back to us. And then from there, the application deadline closes April 15. After the application closes, then persons will have the opportunity now to go and recreate those pieces and submit those to us by the 15th of June. That's where now we will take all these take all these pieces, and do our judging, and then the winners will be advertised at a later stage. And that is where Singer came in providing for us the grand prize for that competition.
Yeah. So let me just ask Pauline very quickly, branch manager of Singer. What made you decide? Why did Singer decide to partner with the CAC?
Well, the idea of using something to recreate and saving not just on the environment, but in your pockets. It was
It was
irresistible.
aligned. It was aligned with your objectives.
Irresistible.
Mhm.
Right.
And can you share with me what the winner will get from Singer?
Well, the what was requested was a sewing machine, but initially we thought that those persons who would have been entering would have already had their sewing machine. But having it opened, then we are open to changing the price. Initially, the price was going to be a steamer. So instead of ironing on an iron board, there's this steamer that your clothes hang in. If you have a crease in it, you could just use it to remove it. That along with a handheld machine for traveling. But if someone who doesn't have a sewing machine wins, then we could actually give that person a sewing machine if they so desire.
Okay, so there you heard it, guys. If you have that creative gene in you and you have a sewing machine, here's an opportunity to get one.
Absolutely.
And if you already have been exercising your creativity, I know a steamer is critical, especially when you're displaying your pieces, doing fashion shows, going with the clients. So either way, you're a winner if you enter. So before we go again, Michelle, just remind them how they can enter and what it is that you're expecting from them.
Okay, thank you very much, Delia. So we're reminding our consumers that the application period opens this Friday night. You can access those application forms on any of our social media platforms. You can also go to the CAC's website and access that application form. Also, for those who do not have computer access, which I hardly believe anybody in this time don't have that access, but we also have printed copies of those forms, so you can call, visit any of our offices to access that form. And the application opens tonight, closes the 15th of April, and then the judging, we accept, you can send in your pieces during the whole period until June 15th when the application closes for the recreated pieces. What we also want our consumers to do is to take a picture of the before item and then submit to us along with a picture of the recreated pieces. They can also have the opportunity of taking a 30-second video of the whole transformative process and send that to us, and we will use that now with the recreated pieces to judge. I must also add that it's not only a clothing item that they can enter with. They can also use that piece of discarded cloth to make any household item. So there are two categories, one for household items and another for clothing items. Okay?
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. Want to thank you both for speaking with us this afternoon. Thanks to Singer for supporting great Jamaican ideas and Jamaican creativity. And congratulations to the CAC for this upcycling competition and just what it will inspire in our Jamaican people. Michelle Curling Ludford, Regional Officer, Consumer Affairs Commission here in Mandeville, and Pauline Walker, Branch Manager at Singer. We got lots more in store for you here on the 2 Live Crew, but we also got great music with Donovan Dakers, and he's going to be doing that for us.